Welcome back to Change Your Life, and this time, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Washington Quarter Silvershade American coins, a world filled with iconic designs, hidden stories, and shocking treasures waiting in plain sight. Today we explore the most valuable, most expensive, and ultra-rare U.S. coins that most people carry in their pockets without knowing their true power. As we look into the legendary top 3 Washington Quarter Silvershade American coins, get ready for a journey through history that reveals the unbelievable secrets behind their creation. Secrets tied to the United States Eagle design, the powerful symbolism of American minting, and the unexpected fortune hidden inside coins you've been ignoring for years. These coins, the 1980D, the 1982P, and the 1986D Washington quarters, might look ordinary, worn, dirty, or scratched. You may see them as just another piece of silvershade metal passing from hand to hand, but collectors and investors know the truth: the right quarter can explode in value and reach thousands of dollars, and in extremely rare cases, even climb into million-dollar territory in today's unbelievable market. So before you spend that old quarter sitting in your drawer or lying forgotten in your wallet, stop right now, because you might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. You might be holding history. You might be holding your destiny. First up, coin #1. Most valuable and expensive Washington Quarter Silvershade American coin, the legendary 1980D mint mark, a coin that looks so ordinary, so worn out, so scratched and dirty that most people would toss it aside without a second glance. But behind that dull silver shade hides a shocking history, a forgotten chapter of America's minting story, and a power that only true collectors and investors understand. This is not just a coin, it's a silent survivor from an era when the United States Eagle design symbolized strength, freedom, and the unstoppable rise of American currency. The 1980D quarter was born in a time when machines were fast, minting pressure was high, and mistakes, variations, and rare hidden errors slipped into circulation without anyone noticing. Today, those errors turn a simple quarter into a life-changing treasure. The story of this coin begins in the Denver Mint, where millions were produced, but only a tiny, microscopic fraction carried the mysterious traits that today make collectors chase them like hunters searching for gold. Some quarters carry striking anomalies, odd metal shades, unusual weight shifts, deep machine marks, and strange planchet defects that give them that silver shade glow. Others show faint doubling, rim distortions, or ghost-like impressions of the Eagle design, flaws that the average eye ignores, but the trained eye sees as a hidden door to unimaginable value. These rare survivors have turned into golden tickets in today's explosive coin market, where demand rises every year and bidders fight for ownership of anything unusual, anything unique, anything that breaks the rules of normal minting. A dirty, worn 1980D quarter can trick you. On the outside, it looks old, lifeless, just another coin that has passed through thousands of hands and pockets. But under that dirt lies history compressed into metal, history that collectors pay insane prices for. Some examples of this quarter have shocked experts by selling in the high thousands, and the most extreme rare variants are whispered about in coin communities as potential million-dollar items, the kind of coins that elevate their owners from ordinary people to overnight billionaires. And this is the part that makes this coin dangerous. If you spend it casually, if you let it slip away for 25 cents, you might be throwing away the chance to change your entire future. This quarter carries a different energy, the energy of transformation. Coins from 1980 represent a turning point in U.S. minting, where modern materials met old designs, where technological speed met human error, and where unexpected metal shades began appearing in circulation. The eagle on the reverse isn't just decoration, it's a symbol of a nation's pride. Every feather, every curve, every impression of that bird tells a story of pressure, heat, machinery, and metal that had to survive decades of wear. And the fact that a 1980D quarter still lives today, in any condition, means it has passed through time like a warrior, and warriors carry value. Collectors love this coin because it carries something no modern quarter has: unpredictability. The 1980D series is filled with unexplained anomalies, strange coloration shifting from bright silver shade to dark gray, edges that show copper bleeding through, surfaces that look scratched but actually reveal factory-born minting marks. A normal person sees dirt. A coin expert sees opportunity. A treasure hunter sees destiny. And investors? They see profit, big profit, unimaginable profit. Because the 1980D quarter has one secret power, it can multiply your fortune overnight if you find the right variant. In today's booming coin marketplace, people are paying more than ever for anything rare, anything accidental, anything imperfect in the most perfect way. The 1980D quarter has now become one of the most unpredictable profit generators in U.S. coin history. Some collectors fight tooth and nail for pieces with deep silver shade, others for those with strong strike defects, others for the ones with unusual texture, because each one tells a different story, each one unlocks a different level of value. And when competition rises, price skyrockets. That is why this coin is now whispered as a potential million-dollar monster in the shadows of the coin world. If you hold this coin right now, especially a dirty, worn, damaged-looking 1980D quarter, do not underestimate it. Dirty coins hide details. Dirt hides rarity. Dirt hides fortune. Sometimes the most valuable quarter is the one that looks the worst. So before you spend it, before you drop it into a grocery counter tray, before you ignore that silver shade glow, stop. You might be holding the one coin that transforms your life faster than luck, faster than dreams, faster than time itself. This coin is not just metal, it's a key. A key to wealth, to mystery, to history, to destiny. And if you look at it with the eyes of a collector, not the eyes of an ordinary spender, you will realize the truth. The 1980D Washington quarter has the power to flip your fortune overnight. One coin. One chance. One destiny. And it's all in the palm of your hand. Most valuable and expensive Washington quarter silver shade American coin, the shocking 1982p mint mark quarter, a coin that millions of people spent without thinking, tossed into pockets, dropped into drawers, and forgot inside old jars, never realizing that this simple piece of metal carried a hidden destiny. The 1982p quarter comes from a year when the United States Mint was struggling with pressure, speed, and metal shortages, and because of that chaos, countless strange variations slipped into circulation. Today, those variations create a storm in the collector world. A dirty, worn, scratched 1982p quarter, the very coin you might ignore, can hold value that explodes into thousands or even millions in the right auction, making it one of the most unpredictable and life-changing quarters ever minted. The story of this coin begins with a twist. 1982 was the year the U.S. Mint stopped making mint sets. That decision forced millions of collectors to rely only on circulated coins to find perfect strikes, hidden errors, and rare shades. The Philadelphia Mint, marked with the tiny P, was minting at full force, and the machines were pushed harder than ever. Under this extreme pressure, errors formed like silent accidents, weak strikes, doubled designs, reddish metals mixing into silver shade, ghost-like impressions of the eagle, and unusual surface textures. These strange defects went unnoticed by the public, but decades later, collectors realized that 1982p quarters hide some of the rarest and most valuable anomalies in all modern U.S. coins. A worn 1982p quarter has a strange personality. It hides its secrets under dirt. It looks lifeless, common, and worthless, but under the microscope of a collector, it becomes a treasure chest. Some of these quarters have surfaces that shift from bright silver to dull gray to mysterious dark tones. Others carry copper streaks that create a rusty glow. Some show rim breaks, overpolished dies, missing details on Washington's face, or faded eagle feathers on the reverse. These traits are not damage, they are factory-born minting quirks that turn an ordinary 25-cent coin into a museum-level rarity. That is why collectors are ready to pay insane amounts for the right piece. Because they know the 1982p quarter does not follow normal rules. It breaks them. In today's market, where coin prices rise like fire, the 1982p has become a legend. Collectors chase it because it represents the most chaotic minting year of the decade. Investors chase it because rare errors from this year are skyrocketing in value. And treasure hunters chase it because the most extreme examples, the deep silver shade, the dramatic strike errors, the mysterious planchet defects, are now rumored in collector circles to be capable of touching million-dollar levels if the right experts certify them. The coin world loves mystery, and the 1982p quarter delivers it in pure form. This coin has another powerful secret. Most people don't know 1982 quarters can be valuable at all. Because of that, the rare ones are still hiding in pockets, jars, drawers, old wallets, boxes, and forgotten containers in homes across the world. You could be holding a fortune without realizing it. And the strange paradox is that the ugliest 1982p quarters, the dirtiest, the most worn, the most faded, are sometimes worth the most, because their dirt hides mint-born errors the naked eye can't see. A dirty coin is not a bad coin, it is a silent protector of hidden rarity. The eagle on the reverse is the real storyteller. On the 1982p, the eagle often appears weak, ghost-like, or oddly shaped due to worn dies used far beyond their lifespan. This creates eerie distortions around the wings, tail feathers, and body. Collectors love these ghost strikes. They pay high because these distortions were born at the mint, not in circulation. And the more unusual the strike, the higher the bidding war goes. A weak eagle can turn an ignored quarter into a golden fortune. That is why the 1982p silver-shade quarter is considered a sleeping giant. It does not scream value like silver coins. It does not shine like proof coins. Instead, it hides quietly, waiting for the right person to recognize its power. And when found, it becomes the key to overnight fortune. The type of coin that takes someone from normal life to billionaire fantasy in hours, all because they refuse to spend it without checking. If you have this coin, especially a dirty one, a worn one, a scratched one, do not underestimate it. Do not toss it into circulation. Do not trade it for a low price. Because this quarter is not just a piece of metal. It is a weapon of opportunity. A tool of destiny. A hidden treasure planted in your hand by time itself. One small quarter with the power to flip your world upside down and open doors you never imagined. The 1982p Washington quarter is not just history, it is hope. It is possibility. It is wealth trapped in metal waiting to be unlocked. And all you need is one coin. One moment. One discovery. And your entire fortune can change overnight. Most valuable and expensive Washington quarter silver-shade American coin, the shocking and mysterious 1986D Washington quarter, a coin that millions of people spent at grocery stores, dropped into vending machines, and forgot in pockets, never realizing that this simple silver-shade piece held a hidden destiny capable of rewriting someone's entire fortune overnight. The 1986D quarter may look ordinary, worn, dirty, even lifeless, but behind that dull surface is a history filled with pressure, speed, factory errors, die stress, and unpredictable minting quirks that turn certain 1986D pieces into rare treasures worth unimaginable amounts in today's exploding coin market. The Denver Mint in 1986 was pushing production harder than ever, striking billions of quarters, but the machines were aging, the dies were wearing out faster, and quality control could not keep up with the nonstop demand. In this chaos, some quarters came out with weak eagle strikes, misaligned rims, strange metal color shifts, and hidden planchet defects that no one noticed at the time. These errors were quietly released into circulation, mixed with ordinary coins, and spent by people who never imagined that 30 or 40 years later, collectors would fight aggressively to own them. That is why the 1986D quarter remains one of the most unpredictable and valuable modern coins, because the rare ones were created by accident, buried in plain sight, and are still waiting to be discovered by someone who takes a closer look. The dirty, worn 1986D quarter is not worthless, it is dangerous. Dangerous because it hides things collectors crave, fading silver shades that shift into dark gray or smoky metal, ghost-like impressions on Washington's face, strange flattening of letters, and eagle wings that look melted because the minting dies were near collapse. When these odd traits appear together, the coin becomes a silent powerhouse. A treasure disguised as trash. A forgotten piece of metal that can transform into a life-changing prize when certified by the right experts. That is why collectors say, never judge a quarter by its dirt. Dirt hides destiny. The United States eagle design on the reverse is the biggest storyteller of value. On 1986D quarters, the eagle often appears weak, distorted, or missing details due to Denver's extreme overuse of worn dies. Some coins show feathers that fade into smoke, legs that disappear into the metal, or wings that look like they were brushed with fire. These eerie distortions are not damage, they are factory-born minting errors created during production. And collectors pay outrageous amounts for coins like these because they are unrepeatable. No machine, no mint, no modern technology can reproduce the exact same accident again. That one bizarre coin is a moment captured in metal. A rare accident frozen in time. In today's market, where rare errors explode in price overnight, the 1986D quarter has entered a legendary status. Even an ugly one can hold unbelievable value. Even a scratched one can rise in auctions. Even a heavily circulated one can shock collectors if its errors are strong enough. And now, with the world of coin collecting booming like never before, each new discovery pushes prices higher, creating rumors of rare 1986D errors touching levels so extreme they sound unreal. Values in the hundreds of thousands, even millions, if the right combination of rarity, condition, and error type is found. This is why people search aggressively. Because the jackpot coin is still out there. The magic of this coin is that it hides in homes everywhere. It sits in drawers, jars, boxes, old wallets, forgotten containers, coins saved for years without meaning. Someone may be holding a fortune right now without realizing it. And the most shocking truth is this: the dirtiest ones are often the best ones. The worn ones preserve the structure of their mint defects. Dirt protects details. And time pushes value higher, not lower. Every day people throw away opportunities because they think a coin must be shiny to be valuable, but the 1986D quarter proves that old, ugly, forgotten coins are sometimes the real kings of the treasure world. This quarter is not just a piece of currency. It is a survivor from the chaotic 1980s minting era. It carries the weight of metal stress, the heartbeat of American history, and the signature of machines pushed beyond their limits. Each scratch tells a story. Each shade of silver or gray tells another. And each unusual mark could be the clue that leads someone to overnight wealth. That is why collectors say, if you have a 1986D quarter, you do not have a coin, you have a possibility. A gateway. A hidden chance waiting to reveal itself at the perfect moment. If you hold this coin in your hands, never spend it casually. Never trade it cheaply. Never underestimate its power. Because this quarter is more than metal, it is a potential fortune disguised as 25 cents. It can lift someone from ordinary life into unimaginable wealth in a single night. It can turn a forgotten drawer coin into a historic discovery. It can transform your destiny with the smallest spark. And all it takes is one extraordinary 1986D quarter with the right hidden error to change everything. So keep searching. Keep checking. Keep believing. Because this silver-shade 1986D Washington quarter may be the very coin that turns your future into something you never dreamed possible. And the moment you realize its worth, that moment could be the beginning of your new life.